All right, let's dive into the heart of Sikh spirituality. We're going to explore a concept that's way more than just a name for God. It's really a vibration, a presence, an experience. We're talking about Waheguru, and we're about to find out why it's not just something you believe in, it's something you actually feel.
So let me just start with a question for you. What if the divine wasn't some distant figure you pray to, but an immediate, personal experience of total awe and wonder? That's the core idea we're going to unpack today. And to really get our heads around Waheguru, we have to start with the word itself. Because, baked right into its syllables is this beautiful roadmap to the entire philosophy. So at its most basic level, Waheguru is this idea of a formless, limitless consciousness that's woven into the very fabric of everything. We're not talking about a person or some figure up in the sky. Think of it more as an all-pervading, intelligent presence. And this is where it gets really, really cool. The word literally breaks down into two parts. Wahe, that's that feeling of awe. It's that gasp of wonder you feel when you see a meteor shower or a breathtaking sunrise. And guru literally means the one who removes darkness, the one who brings you into the light. So you put them together, and Waheguru means the wondrous enlightener. Just beautiful, right? Okay, so with that definition of the wondrous enlightener in our minds, let's explore how Sikh teachings describe the very nature of this reality. And they use some really powerful metaphors to do it. Maybe the most powerful metaphor of all is light, or jot as it's called in the original texts. Now, this isn't just some pretty poetic language. It's actually a profound way to understand how this divine presence works in the world. Just think about the sun for a second. It doesn't pick and choose who to shine on, does it? Its light just falls on everyone and everything equally. No judgment, no favorites. And that is a perfect illustration of how the divine light of Waheguru is seen. It's this unconditional, universal presence that's available to absolutely all of us. Okay, now here is a really deep concept. Sikh spirituality explains that this one single reality exists in two connected modes. First, as this formless, infinite potential, and second, as the actual tangible creation that we see and experience all around us. So this brings us to this idea of Nirgun and Sargun. The best way to think about it is this. Imagine Nirgun as the vast, formless, infinite ocean. It's all the unmanifested potential of everything. Sargun, then, is all the waves. It's the countless individual expressions of that one ocean, in nature, in life, in you, and in me. And this leads to such a key understanding. A wave can't be separate from the ocean, right? They're made of the exact same stuff. Well, in the same way, creation isn't seen as something separate from a creator. It's a direct expression of it. It's all just the dance of Waheguru. And this idea of non-separation, it's not just a side note. It is perfectly captured in the foundational mantra of Sikhism, a concept that really shapes its entire worldview. And that principle is Ik Onkar. Now, this doesn't just mean there is one God. It's a much, much deeper statement. It's saying there is one single, eternal reality, one universal essence that is the source of all existence, period. And the implications of this, well, they're huge. It means that the separation we think we see between me and you, between us and the world, it's ultimately an illusion. If we all come from the same source, then we are all fundamentally connected. And that's exactly why the divine isn't somewhere out there. It's right here, inside of you. This philosophy is the very bedrock that makes the experience of Waheguru possible. So, okay. This is a beautiful philosophy, but how do you actually take it from being an idea in your head to a feeling in your heart? Well, Sikhism is very clear that Waheguru isn't just meant to believe in, it's meant to be experienced directly. So let's talk about how that actually happens. The path to this experience is all about weaving these practices into your daily life. Through Simran, the meditative repetition of the name, that constant chatter in our minds begins to quiet down, creating space for wonder. Through Seva, which is selfless service, we learn to actually see the divine shining in other people, which breaks down that illusion of separation. And through honest living and constant remembrance, this awareness just becomes a part of every breath you take.
So, what's the whole point of all this? What's the ultimate goal? It's not about trying to get to some faraway heaven. It's about awakening the light that is already inside each and every one of us. You know, when a person really engages with this practice, something truly transformative starts to happen on the inside. That tight grip of the ego, it starts to soften. Fear and stress begin to dissolve. Your heart opens up. It's really a process of clearing away all that inner clutter to reveal the clarity and the guidance that was always there, just waiting for you to listen. The Sikh gurus often describe this practice of remembering the divine, this Naam, as a kind of medicine. It's seen as this healing vibration that works on your mind and soul from the inside out, getting to the very root of our suffering. And this is the final, most important point I want to leave you with. To say Waheguru is not about calling out to some external being far away. It's an act of remembrance. It's like a tuning fork that helps us resonate with the wondrous enlightener, with that divine spark that is already and has always been right here inside of us.